Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. With your host, Craig and Big J Curran.
Got it? Everyone's good? All right.
Yeah.
Hey now, what's up, guys? Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now. Tariffs. Tariffs.
Jesus Christ.
I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, I don't know if they're good or not, but I want to start this podcast by saying right now that I'm putting tariffs on this podcast and you guys.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
For sure. Tariffs.
Yes, for sure. And for all my illegal friends, I'm sorry.
Right.
You know, and there's a bunch of you guys.
Yeah. But tariffs,
sorry.
Tariffs on you and tariffs on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it's going to work from now on. I haven't explained. I'm going to get into it later how I'm going to tariff you guys, but
okay,
it's starting today.
Okay.
Right fucking now.
Today.
Okay.
Today.
The overspending, the fucking inflation, you know what I mean, is ending today.
I was watching a video when you pulled up. I was sitting there watching a video of a guy explaining tariffs and stuff. Mm-hmm. And it just depends on who you're watching.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm watching this guy and he's explaining everything. He's like, yeah, we put tariffs on because we pretty much fund the whole world and they don't do anything to help us.
Yeah.
So by doing this, they're going to have to start doing this and paying this. Or like Canada's talking about, well, hold on, because Canada's talking about, well, then we won't give you any energy. And he's like, well, Canada's energy is $55 billion in the hole. They can't afford to not give us electricity. Ken?
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know anything about it.
Tariffs are paid from on our side.
Yeah, we're going to eat shit for it for sure.
Yeah.
Wait,
we're not. We're gonna eat shit.
Okay, but that's what you're watching.
No.
But that's what. So I'm seeing what other people are saying.
The definition of the tariff is misunderstood by Mr. Trump.
Yes.
But completely understood by you.
I have.
So it's misunderstood
Look,
by.
if there are tax professionals out there that will reiterate and eloquently put it in layman's terms for you, I'll send you the
Here's
link.
your shot. Tariffs.
The tariffs.
You're getting
tariffs.
half shots now.
Yeah, okay, good.
That's your
Not
first
an hour.
set. Hold
I
on.
fucking need it.
Let's get a wide lens on this.
Yeah.
This is your first tariff. You're getting half shots from now on.
Okay.
That's what you're doing.
I need this. I definitely need this.
Yeah. Jay gets half shots from now on.
I got out of the car drinking coffee today.
You did not. There's fucking alcohol in there, you liar. Okay, so Kenny, I agree with you. First of all, I'm an idiot, and let's establish we're all idiots.
We're all, yeah.
We are going to pay for this shit. It's going to hit us for sure. Whether it's energy, items, goods, whatever, it doesn't matter. The overall goal of the tariff, right, which I don't think this is implemented well at all, is you implement the tariff, so then at that point, you know, the consumer who is going to eat shit at the fucking as soon as it comes in, they're going to raise prices, right? It's absolutely going to fuck us over, for sure. The goal is to get these companies that are importing their goods to start to manufacture in America, right? Which it seems like it should be a long rollout and how it should work, right? But the goal is to get these companies to, instead of manufacture there, they come to our country and they manufacture here, right? And then they don't have to pay the tariffs. That's how they work. He's going off like this fucking World War II shit where, you know, we started this fucking the Industrial Revolution and all this stuff, right? But we're gonna eat shit. Like, we're absolutely gonna eat shit. I think it could possibly work because he implemented tariffs when he first got in this first term, and Biden didn't roll them back. He never fucking rolled them back. He kept them the same, right? So all the tariffs that Trump implemented, almost all of them, as far as I understand, were still there through Biden's whole entire fucking thing. But the tariff is going to be paid by the consumer, right? So it is a way. It's going to cause an inflation. I kind of think we're so inflated right now. We're looking at a massive fucking recession either way, right? This bubble's gonna burst, as far as I know. I mean, we're so fucking, every inflation is a record high. So this could cause the bubble to burst, which is, it's going to be a rough fucking year, I think. Right. But if some tariffs can work, especially like steel industry, shit that we can actually manufacture here that we used to, incredible. Fucking imported bullshit, fucking Amazon product, whatever it is, I mean, even some food shit, there's no reason we can't be fucking supplying our own eggs to our own people, right?
Yeah.
We get eggs from Mexico that go to fucking here, that go to there, get shipped around. So the goal with the tariffs, as far as I understand it, is to kind of force the hand on people to manufacture or bring their businesses here.
Yeah.
But we are going to eat shit over it. Like, the consumer is absolutely going to eat shit. Like, it's a fucking fact. It's just how it's going to work. Because the reality is that manufacturing here is probably expensive because we're not doing it for pennies on the dollar, right?
That's how is like everybody always kind of says the manufacture here is going to be expensive. It's going to be this, it's going to be that, it's going to be this. But there's a lot of states that are so broken poor and need some sort of manufacturing
need industry,
job.
for sure.
They definitely need industry.
Right. I think
mean,
it
you
could
look
work.
at like I was just watching this guy that was doing a thing up in Northern California, up in Humboldt, and since they legalized marijuana, there's no money up there.
Right.
No money in Mendocino County and all those places up there.
Yeah.
They had forestry and logging, and they had that. That went away because of the spotted owl. And so then they were able to then start supplementing their income by growing marijuana, which at the time was illegal. And a lot of people went arrested and are probably still in prison for something that's legal now.
Yeah, totally.
But now that's gone because all these people now are manufacturing and growing indoors or wherever they want now. And so they have you can buy acreage with a nice house and a big giant grow barn.
Sure.
For $100,000, $150,000 for a nice pad in the woods.
Right.
Because there's nothing up there.
Right.
So bring something back up there where they can start to thrive again and start to work.
Yeah.
And start,
there's
Virginia.
There's a lot of industries. Let's go with cars. Cars absolutely could be manufactured here.
Yeah.
Detroit was the richest city in the world for fucking years. Like, in the world, right, at one point. That kind of shit, I get it. Like, but you can't just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but throwing a blanket tariff fucking day one out for everyone,
so when you do
and
the
thing
clip,
with Canada too, like they supply a shitload of energy to us.
When you do the clips later on, please make sure that the first clip that you throw up for us is neither one of us knows shit and we're just talking. All right? So I appreciate that you guys get mad at the dumb shit we say. It's fun.
Yeah.
I love it. I'd comment on it more, but it never goes well, so I just stopped doing it. But like, really, I understand less than anybody, in my opinion, and I'm constantly trying to find out why and what and how, totally. But I also think that everybody's kind of learns towards their bias.
Oh, 100%.
So if you're really, really, really into what Biden was doing for the last 4 years,
right?
Ransom,
you're seeing everything Trump's doing, and you're like,
oh God, here we go.
There's not there's things that he's doing, and you're like, this is wild bullshit.
Wild. But how much is it just inflated by the media?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Some of it has real repercussions, right? But
all of it's going to have repercussions. But anything that you do to try to right things is going to have repercussions.
Right.
You can't just start to right the boat and don't think it's going to rock the other way first to get it back to center.
100%.
So, at what point do we kind of go, okay, is this eventually going to help us out? Because we need help. The medical industry needs help.
Yeah.
And something to the fact that everybody is at the highest level is so opposed to RFK. Should really be telling you maybe he's doing something right because all the people that he's going to affect are so adamantly against him.
Right.
So where does that go? And I know everybody thinks because he's a worm brain head and he's crazy and just all this shit. But like, is he actually trying to implement stuff and get in there to do something that's going to actually right the ship a little bit left or a little bit right? You know what I mean? Back to what it should be.
Sure.
And not to where it's just an insurance monopoly where we can't go see a doctor and, your doctor's supposed to be in. You're supposed to be, when you see your doctor, the insurance company wants you to be in and out in 15 minutes.
Totally. Yeah.
15 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
What? It's
it takes them 15 minutes just to weigh you.
Yeah. Well, they do got to roll out a different scale.
The same one they put the horses on.
Yeah, exactly.
Me too, by the way. But yeah, I mean, it just the reality is that we are already heading towards a market crash completely anyway, whether it was Biden or fucking whatever. And the inflation was caused by this last fucking administration, 100%, right? You can blame COVID, you can blame all the things, whatever. But they have been printing fucking money for 4 years. It's going to crash. Now, it might take some really hard fucking realities for us in the next year. And I don't know if the tariffs will be good overall. I think if we can bring some sort of manufacturing back to America, great. But it's... And I'm not giving Trump flowers, but someone has to be the fucking bad guy.
Yeah.
For a while, right? And there's no one better at it than him. To do weird, crazy shit that seems nuts that could hopefully work out. I don't know. And I try to remain hopeful that someone gives a shit. You know what I mean? But we're facing a hard fucking dark reality pretty soon, and sometimes someone has to be a fucking bad guy to do it, right? You have to rip the Band-Aid off. I don't know if how he's doing it is right. I don't know if it'll work out. Fucking who knows?
100% agree with
you know what I mean? But we know that we're wasting money constantly fucking in every direction. You know what I mean? I just saw an announcement today, breaking news, $177 billion that we have sent Ukraine so far. Zelensky literally just came out today and said, we've only got maybe about 70 billion of it. I don't know where the rest of the money is.
70 billion, by the way.
70 billion.
Yeah.
Out of the 177 billion we've sent.
Unaccounted for.
He only knows about maybe 100 billion of it. And the rest of it is just fucking gone. So where the fuck? You know what I mean? Like this, it was breaking news this morning. He was talking about it. And you're like, oh my God, dude. You're talking about almost $100 billion missing. You know what I mean? Like, just no one knows where it is. Someone does.
Biden's kids' retirement
Who fucking
plan.
knows, right? But
Hunter Biden's been
he's
retirement.
claiming that Ukraine has only received actually 100 billion of it at the most. And you're like,
God, that's
okay, dude,
fucking nuts,
we're we're in for a dark fucking reality in this next year.
Yeah.
So.
But honestly, we've known that. And again, the fact that everybody just kind of ignores it is insane to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild, man. I just couldn't believe it. I was, and there's corruption. There's fucking people, dicking the dog and fucking grabbing shit, making money grabs and all that. But $100 billion could have rebuilt fucking everything here.
But how much what is it? How much are we giving to? We talked about this before, but how much do we give to the Taliban every day?
40,
you know what I mean?
40 mil a week, which I don't know.
That could help some of these schools get revived and help some of these cities get revived. It could help rebuild industries.
Right.
Start giving some money into these places to help rebuild factories and that starts jobs right there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where you go in the United States anymore. The one thing that you see that's there is abandoned manufacturing buildings and fentanyl.
Deprioritization.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Which everybody wants to blame on unions. They're going to blame that paying a fair wage to people is what's killed the industry. It's not that it's okay that those guys went to Pakistan and built their shit in Pakistan and made billions of dollars to have everything shipped back over here.
Sure. Yeah.
But there's plenty of places to rebuild.
Right. Yeah. 100%. It's going to be a wild fucking year, dude.
Yeah.
And like I said, the tariff thing, it's just, I thought about it today. I was like, God damn, dude. Like, I don't know if it's good or bad or, I'm not a fucking economist. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say it can work out eventually, but every one of them generally says it's going to be a fucking dark year. You know what I mean? You have to rip the Band-Aid off and you have to fucking be the bad guy for a while, and I'm not saying, and Trump's really good at being the bad guy.
He don't give a shit.
He's an incredible heel. Dude.
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't give a fuck,
And I really honestly don't know either. And as much as I've tried to get into it and figure it out, and it's so hard to actually get, because it could be Robert Wright. Is the economist that was? I don't know. Okay, there's a guy economist that I used to watch all the time, and he's very knowledgeable, but he's so far into this one pattern that it's really hard to go, okay, now is it just a bias or is he actually
historically tariffs have worked. When we were trying to build this country up, it worked. But we're in a different world now.
Hey,
hold on.
No. no income tax would be
Tariff.
really, really nice.
That would be incredible.
That would
no federal income tax would be fucking
would-
incredible.
That's buying our forgiveness.
done, done,
Right?
done.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Buying
no,
our forgiveness?
done.
100%.
No more pay. Let us run this.
Done.
Run this
Yeah.
deficit
Done.
in the budget. You guys don't have to
Done.
pay income tax.
If that happens, the first show afterwards, I'm wearing a MAGA hat, MAGA shirt. I'm wearing American flag shorts.
if I'm pocketing an extra
Dude,
30 grand a
I'm
year,
lifting my truck.
Yeah.
I'm putting
Totally.
a flagpole in
Yeah.
the back of it. I'm
Big
running
giant
around. Oh my god, dude! If I don't have to pay income tax,
woo, buddy. Yeah.
16 grand
That's
is what
you
I paid last year.
That's actually light
16
work.
grand.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
That's a whole car.
It's a whole
half
ass.
is- in this marketplace, it's half of a
It's
car.
a quarter of a car.
that helps.
yeah.
You know, pay the Taliban.
Yeah.
It helps fund Ukraine.
It's
you know what I
one
mean?
man's salary in
Look,
a year.
you know, I would not have a problem at all paying taxes if I knew that tax was going to rebuild a school. If that tax was
Yeah.
going to help rebuild a manufacturing plant to give people in the Appalachians a chance to have a real job and not just live off of food stamps and welfare and moonshine and meth.
Right.
You know, if I could take my tax money and go, hey, look, we're going to build a plant in the Appalachians to start manufacturing metal or doing whatever we need to do. Whatever that is. I don't care. Make nails.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If my tax money was going to that, I'd be way okay with it. But
100%.
it drives me nuts when I hear that we lost $100 billion in Ukraine, and that's my tax money.
Yeah.
That's not out of Biden's
Or that
wallet.
I don't know if you've seen the Doge,
Oh,
you know,
Jesus.
have you seen the Doge shit? I obviously, I got in a lot of shit last week for saying Elon Musk is a genius.
was
So
awesome.
forgive me, please. But
Yeah.
he just announced the first round of like cuts that they're doing.
Yeah.
That we had a program that was going to give $50 million to Palestine for condoms. Isn't that fucking wild, dude? $50 million to Palestine for condoms. And you're like, what the fuck?
This is the
dude?
perfect lead into my anger about paying taxes.
Yeah, you're like, yo.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not true. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. You know what I mean? And then they announced today, I think I sent it to you, Kenny, but also like what was it? One of the government agencies, I can't remember whoever he's looking at right now, $30 million a year on sushi.
What do you mean?
They were spending $30 million a year on sushi to like for the cafeterias and fucking all this shit when most of everyone works from home. Like cups, single cups for coffee were like $1,200 that the government, you know, these government contracts, these people get these suppliers, right?
Yeah.
You know, you've heard about like packs of washers costing fucking $9 grand.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But yeah, they're
Hammers.
$30 million a year they're spending on sushi. At these fucking government facilities. You're like, yo, dude, you guys have been blowing our fucking money. Like, just blowing it. You know what I mean? So, in that aspect, I'm like, good, fuck
Hey,
them.
so
you know?
Every
one thing that, look, again, we're just talking shit here. So,
Yeah.
you know, I love to see the comments.
It doesn't matter. Fuck it.
Bill, I love you. I love to see the comments. I love to see how adamant that people get about
Oh,
it.
sure.
But they also, all of these same people that are driving Priuses and Teslas
sure,
and electric cars that however it happened, he was an innovator, whether it was people that he hired or people that worked with him.
Right.
And to think that he didn't have a word in on any of this stuff is just crazy.
it doesn't
He's the guy's a workaholic and a maniac.
Yeah.
but the hate that this guy now gets from the same exact people that just did nothing but praise him 2-3 years ago. I mean, 3 years ago, this dude was all of these exact same people's hero.
Right.
And the second that he's like, I'm not down with this dude, I'm going to go ahead and support this guy over here.
Everyone's all,
Everyone-
everything he's ever done is shit. You know? Yeah.
How many people we haven't heard from in 4 years, and in the last 2 weeks, every single day is just fucking hate post on.
Beautiful, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
It's beautiful. Yeah. And good for you. Voice your opinion.
Yeah.
Fucking get out there. Say what you want, you know?
Yeah.
Every president deserves, and every president's cabinet deserves fucking complete and utter fucking nitpicking and ridicule. They all deserve it. You know what I mean?
100%.
Good. Get out there and do it, and that's fine. You know.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, it just everyone's on their heels and in their feels right now, dude. It's pretty wild. You know? It's very weird to be like, for me, because I imagine myself a pretty in the middle dude. You know what I mean? Most of the time, and it's just such a fucking odd like thought experiment to watch everyone fucking lose it one way or the other, you know, like it's so weird to watch people not be able to logically think through, like, okay, maybe there's some good things that are happening and there's also some really fucking dumb things that are happening with every president, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, you're the one that said that, look, hey, it's just so you guys do know that Biden did put a lot of money towards infrastructure.
Shitloads,
and so I didn't understand that. And to hear that was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, but also to see a bunch of people just completely ignore the fact that for maybe the whole 4 years, but definitely the last couple years, that dude's been completely checked out. And they completely knew it and then didn't do anything so that we can then nominate who we want, just force Kamala on us.
Right.
And now everybody's going, well, how do we end up with Trump?
Yeah.
Well,
this is how,
you know, like,
it's wild,
but how it's completely ignored.
Right.
Like, no, nothing, don't say anything.
Right.
Just as soon as Trump is on board, then you just immediately start attacking what is obviously attackable.
Sure.
You know.
And there's, like I said, everyone, I'm for it, dude.
Yeah.
You know, get out there, voice your opinion. It's great, good. You know, nitpick every fucking thing the guy does. That's
more
fine,
cannon fodder.
Oxnard burned a U.S. flag.
Oh yeah, I saw the Oh yeah, the walkout. So we should talk about this. On Friday, there was like a big thing that went around. I got a call from my kid's school, right? That someone on social media basically posted like, "Hey, everyone, you know, the immigration shit that's going on, which all day it's a rough deal for everyone. If you know, people are getting grabbed. It is what it is, right? It's terrible. Also somewhat necessary sometimes." Especially with the cartel members and shit they're getting out. But they did a walkout at school, I guess. You know what I mean? And so my kids both texted me and they're like, we're walking out. And I was like, walking out of what? And they're like, school. And I'm like, okay, for what, dude? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So they both bailed out of school on Friday, right?
In protest.
Good, you know. Them. Yeah, and good for them. And I was like, hey, man, like, they're like, are you mad at us? I was like, absolutely not. No, fucking stand up, voice your opinion. That's beautiful. Like, is it going to make a shit a bit of difference, or did you guys really do it because you are standing with everyone, or you just wanted to get the fuck out of school? Yeah. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there was a big walkout of schools. I guess fucking people, all the students in high schools walked out. It was fucking, you know, it was pretty epic, you know. And I'm for it. They asked me when they got home, they're like, are you mad about it? And I was like, I'm not mad at all about it. Like, if you want to stand up for what you believe in, abso-fucking-lutely, you know what I mean? Absolutely do that.
Yeah, please.
But also, you called me for a ride home. Take the fucking bus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Walk your ass out to the bus stop and wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I made him do. I was like, you want to walk out? Fucking walk out to the bus.
When we were in school, if they were like, hey, we're going to do a walkout on Friday at 2:00.
Right.
We would have all been like,
everyone.
oh, hell
Fuck
yeah. I'm
yeah.
not calling I could have called my mom, but she wouldn't have said shit. She'd all right, well.
Well, that's how I know my kids are nice kids.
Yeah.
You know? They texted me like, are you going to be mad at us? I'm like, no, dude, I'm not mad at you. Fuck yeah, I would have been out of there. As soon as I heard it, I would have been out of there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Gone.
And good. I want people to get out there.
Trying to figure out how we're getting beer as we're driving out of the parking lot.
They're like, can you come pick us up? I was like, nope. Take the bus home. On your walkout ass, dude.
The one video that I saw that I just thought was just great. I love when people get owned. And the guy's sitting there, and it's a senator or whoever it was, congressman, somebody was sitting there going, hey, so what's too many illegals getting deported? Have you seen that one?
No.
So the guy's sitting there talking to another guy in the audience, or whoever he was talking to, and he's just like, hey, so what is too many people getting deported? Is it 1 million? And the guy goes, that would be detrimental. That would be detrimental to our country. He goes, well, what if it was like 2 million people? He goes, that would be devastating to our country. That would be debilitating to our country for that many people to be deported. And the guy goes, well, so just so you know, that's what Obama deported while he was in office.
Oh yeah,
He
was, he's a
but
king of deport.
I've never
deporting.
I never realized that until I saw that clip.
Yeah.
And I never heard.
Yeah, no, he
know what I mean?
deported
But-
a bunch of fucking
But
people.
where was people protesting back then?
Dude, there's videos
know?
of him talking about it. He's like, look, if you're a criminal, you're here illegally, you're fucking gone. Like, Obama's up there on the stage, and everyone's like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and you're like,
It just depends on
yeah.
which side you're
Well, yeah,
flopped
yeah,
on,
totally.
You
I
know?
mean, it's wild, man. I don't know. And like I said, I have a lot of friends that are dreamers and shit, you know what I mean? And fuck, I don't think any of those people deserve to fucking get deported.
No, I
you know
agree,
what I mean?
100%.
But I've been watching. Dr. Phil actually has been covering the deportation shit like pretty heavily, and he's following the I can't remember that hard ass whoever is in charge of the border patrol now, and he's been following him around like the whole time. And he's like, look. The guy, I mean, he's asking Dr. Phil's like, are you grabbing just anyone off the street? He's all, we are going off of a systematic list of the most violent offenders. He's all, the reality is that we're not going to schools. We're not fucking, if we have to chase you down into your work, we will. But he's all, we're going off a list of the most violent fucking offenders we could possibly find, right? Child molesters, violent criminals, all this shit. He's all, the reality is, though, if we go in there and we find out that someone else is illegal too, we're taking him.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, fuck, dude. You know, it's a rough deal, and it has people scared, you know, because there's a lot of great, hardworking people here.
Majority.
You know what I mean? A huge majority of hardworking people here, you know, and it's fucking scary. But he's been like, Dr. Phil's been covering the shit out of this, and it's pretty fascinating if you're like interested to possibly hear the other side of it. You know what I mean?
I definitely want to.
I mean,
checking that out.
It's wild, dude, because he's with him like fucking. He's been with him for like a week. You know? It's pretty crazy, dude.
Wow. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I'll check that
But
out.
yeah,
for sure.
it's going to be a fucking wild year, dude. I mean, it's just going to be a wild fucking year. So, like I said, the
Which is
deportation
terrifying.
thing, yeah, it's scary.
The other day I went to the store to get eggs or something. I don't know, whatever it was. And while I was there, I grabbed just some necessary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've all talked about this. I know that we all, you know, but I walked out and spent $100 and didn't get anything.
Oh yeah.
Just like how
the fuck?
Yeah. Like, how the fuck is... Like, I do all right. How the fuck are people that...
Yeah.
You know, like, last night we were driving and I was with somebody that was talking about, like, I don't think that it's right that you can go to fast food and use your EBT card at fast food. And I went, yeah, you know, I can understand that. But on the flip side of that is you can go to fast food and feed your family to where go to the grocery store. Kind of gets pretty difficult to feed a bunch of people, you know.
I mean, it's obvious. Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I don't know. It's just... do these fucking fast food places get wild kickbacks for accepting EBT? Probably, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
who knows? And the fast food thing is like, that shit's not cheap anymore at all. You can't. I mean, I
still-
went to fucking McDonald's a few weeks ago with I think we were going somewhere and everyone was starving. It was
Yeah.
almost $60 fucking.
You got to get on that app.
What app?
Oh, yeah, the
McDonald's
McDonald's app.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
is it cheaper? Or something?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
That coffee costs me 99 cents every time I get one.
On the app?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Dude, you're missing
I had
out
no-
on quite a few
apparently
deals.
I am.
Because they send you deals constantly, and it
I
does
didn't know that.
get you there. You know,
Yeah,
because
dude.
I'll every
Oh, I
once
had
in a
no
while
idea,
I'll go
yeah.
look at my
This
Subway app, and the next
coffee's-
thing you know, I got
Yeah.
a Subway
That's
sandwich
wild.
for $5 for a
crazy.
full foot long sub. You know, which that's 2 lunches right there.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's wild. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just the EBT thing is. I grew up on welfare, man. I mean,
No, I grew up
you know,
with food stamps.
Yeah, of course. You know.
You know, I'm all about it. I think that it should be part of the program, especially when we're giving so much money to everybody else. Doesn't seem like giving somebody $250 a month for food.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like it's like they're not getting $700 or $800. They're getting a couple $100. They
Well,
don't, you know,
yeah. I mean, some
if
people
they
are,
have a
depending
bunch
on how
of
many kids you got. You know?
yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But it's still, if you have 6 kids and you're getting $600, it's still
It's about a
that's
fucking 2
one
weeks worth of
grocery.
groceries.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
You know,
Yeah, I did the math. I spend probably $1,000 a month on just food, like groceries.
dude.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know, to feed our whole family of 5, probably about $1,000 a month is
Yeah.
what I spend. Now, I mean, it used to be cheaper, but now it's
Okay,
about
I don't go to
$1,000 a
the
month.
store and not spend a couple $100, or at least close to $200 to go in there and buy, food for food for the
Right.
weekish. Like
Right.
it might carry over, but
Yeah.
and
it's
that's go. We go out to eat all the time.
Right.
Like we go out a lot, and we still end up spending an insane amount of money when I go there. And I'm not like I couldn't imagine.
Oh, it's rough, dude.
Feeding a family of 4 or 5, let alone a family of 6 or 7. That's like I've started talking to my kids and going like, hey, I'll meet you guys in Goleta and we'll go to Costco in Goleta and we'll meet there and we'll buy groceries together and then split the groceries so that at least we're trying to buy somewhat in bulk.
Right.
Although Costco is not what it
Oh,
used
it's
to be.
fucking, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
wild
Smart
over
and
there.
Final.
I don't think
is-
I've ever spent less than $300 in Costco, ever.
But when it used to be like I went there to pick up something in bulk.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was Thousand Island dressing or Italian dressing
Okay.
for marinating chicken. But I went to go, and they don't have the big containers of it anymore. They're just smaller containers.
Small,
of
yeah,
2 of them.
multiples, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
But it's not the warehouse type style that it used to be.
You got to go to Smart and Final for that shit.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I love Smart and Final.
Yeah. Dude, so speaking of local shit, since we're talking about bullshit, have you seen there's a news article that just came out in the VC Reporter that Topa Topa Elementary and in Ojai, they're starting a satanic club, like a Satan club. People are so, it's wild. Let me read it. I saw it today. I sent it to Kenny. I was like,
Aleister Crowley descendant.
Is it? For reals? Or do you
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're just making that up.
Satanic Club is the headline. Offers an after-school club at Topa Topa School without superstition. Yeah, so they're starting a satanic club at an elementary school in Topa Topa, dude. People are fucking losing it right now. It's wild, dude.
And
Let's pull up the cameras and go watch.
I know, right? Elementary school.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
That's make a documentary out of that.
Yeah,
Netflix special.
I couldn't believe it, dude.
Shoe in.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Who fucking did that one, man? That's some Ojai shit right there, dude. Pretty beautiful. Have you seen? I don't know, Jay. Have you seen this chick that black chick that's in Pakistan right now?
I did.
Holy fuck, man! And this is why I wanted to fucking show these videos. Holy shit! Have you seen this?
Dude, I was.
Please come here. Come.
Please sit down. Be quiet. I'm not sitting down.
Please have seat.
My plan is to reconstruct this whole country, okay? I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week, okay? In my pockets, in cash, okay? That's a demand to the government. The government is gonna fix up these buildings, fix up the streets, and clean up these streets. It's ridiculous out here. I do not like it. I don't live here. I'm chilling.
You chilling here? Why are you not taking your flight? Go
It's
back.
none of your business. Now go home. Okay? Lock him up. Right now, I'm going to mind my business. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Clear the way.
But it's
Yeah,
fucking wild.
It is
dude.
wild. I caught that.
Yeah.
Like, you have to give me $5,000 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard they
yeah.
threw her in a loony bin already, but
Well, that makes sense.
yeah, she's
You
fucking
know,
nuts, dude.
Yeah.
What
awesome.
a wild fucking move to go to another country like that and just start making straight demands on people.
Well, the fact that she just got it together and jumped on a plane and flew to Pakistan and didn't
so
look
nuts.
at the whole scenario of what's going on around there.
or got catfish. You know what I mean, like,
yeah.
dude, it's fucking. She's been.
God,
it's
I can't wait till we see
fascinating.
the interview with that guy because they're gonna find out who he is.
I don't know if he. I don't know. I haven't seen him at all, but she's like standing there with fucking leaders of the government and shit.
Dude, I saw she was standing with like 7 or 8 or 9 microphones in her face, and they're all talking to her about it. And then she grabs one of the microphones and puts it back into their face and starts.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
wild, dude.
Yeah, I think it's.
I don't
great.
know what the fuck it is. It's. I just don't think
Publicity
those
stunt.
people are
Big huevos.
Paid publicity stunt.
I don't know, man. She just
It's a great distraction.
I think
don't
they
know,
just
man.
haven't
She
dealt with a
seems
fucking
pretty-
very assertive black woman before
Yeah.
in Pakistan. You know, no one knows what to do with her.
Oh, they'll figure it out. You know, they'll get it.
yeah, I guess.
You know.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Yeah, we got to splice some of those videos
Yeah.
in, dude. I saved a bunch. They're fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Here, I can actually let me play some audio from one just so we have it, but it's crazy, dude. Let me see. This one is I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Here she goes.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me? I'm not talking.
Yeah, dude, yeah, she's
That's
fucking,
the one that I was watching.
This one, she's doing an interview.
I'm asking for 100K or more.
Yeah.
I need 20K by this week. Okay? In my pockets. In cash. Okay? That's a demand to the government.
ये हमारी अमेरिकन सिस्टर जो है my dear American
Listen,
sister
I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law.
Okay.
Respect for the law.
Okay.
Respect to halal. And
Okay.
respect to God. Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onaija Hamid. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're going to have our baby in Dubai. Okay.
Handful.
Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम
Thank you.
She's fucking she's
Wow.
out there. She's on the news. She's just like making wild fucking demands. She's wreaking havoc right now.
Yeah.
Like one chick, she sounds like she's from New York, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere on the East Coast. She showed up and just started bossing shit
didn't-
around, dude.
she, I guess, got married to the guy.
I don't know. I don't know how it's working, dude.
Well, we'll find out. This is
Yeah.
going to be a big story.
yeah, dude, it's nuts,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
I just started seeing these videos on TikTok. I'm like, what the fuck is this chick?
First visa, and no one asked support.
Oh, fuck,
Oh,
dude.
wow.
So she's out there. She just decided to take the whole country fucking hostage, dude. Send her in to negotiate in Ukraine.
Oh, shit.
Send her into Putin, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She keeps this shit up. Trump will have her on the fucking one of his things.
In his cabinet here pretty
yeah.
soon.
You know, there's open
Should they
spots,
be
I guess.
ambassador for Pakistan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, dude. I
Wow.
just started seeing this the other day. I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
They have no idea what to do with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you do with crazy? You know,
I don't know.
Any
Yeah.
place else, and she wouldn't be
'Cause
talking.
They don't have a protocol for this.
Yeah,
no,
totally.
they have no idea.
They're not
'Cause
used to
you know,
women
most
just
people are
speaking
Everything
their
is
mind.
protocol, and there's nothing,
Nothing.
in the books.
Yeah,
It's wild,
yeah.
dude. It's
The
fucking
whole
crazy.
country's laughing hysterically, going, "Oh, this is great."
This is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. I've been watching that the last couple of days. I'm like, holy fuck,
Yeah,
man.
I just caught that one on the way here.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah,
killing me.
it's too good.
I gotta dig deep on that and see
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on, or where she. I heard they put her in a crazy, like a fucking. They finally were
Loony
like,
bin?
okay, you need to go. Somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
Thorazine you right now.
Yeah.
Get this taken care of.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see more on that for sure. We'll be back on that one. Yeah. Hey, earlier when we were talking about industry and all that stuff, and I'm trying to get the name right, I want to make sure that I get this guy's name right. His name is Peter Santinello,
Oh, okay.
and he has a YouTube channel
Okay.
that is so good that he goes to all these different places around the United
Oh
States.
yeah, you've talked about it a couple times.
and
Yeah.
and I never get his name right, and I want
Yeah.
to get his name right because
Right.
it's just so good. And it's Peter Santinello, and that's his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
but it's like
He goes
why-
all around the country and
he-
like does
he-
like in-depth interviews with.
He
like,
goes all over the place, period.
Yeah.
But like went up to the farthest most point in Alaska and interviewed the people there.
Wow.
I just watched him do one in Florida, down in like the Keys or whatever it was down there, and he hopped on a canoe boat with a guy that took him all over the place, and he just talks to people and shows what the people are like and what the cities
Right.
are really, really, truly like.
Right.
And he just walks up to random people. Like if you and I are sitting on the corner hanging out, having coffee, and he'll walk up and go, "Hey, what's it like living here?
Yeah.
What do you guys, and just get into why is
Their
this
culture
there?
and-
What's that? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's just
Yeah.
super fascinating. It's really, really fun to watch. It's one of my favorite things to watch.
That's pretty
because of
cool,
the people
yeah.
and the way he interviews.
I've seen a
and talks to
couple of
people.
them. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
it really
very
is,
good.
man.
Yeah.
When he gets into some of these places, I mean, that's how I kind of got into the whole up north in Northern California was him going up there, and they're just like, we don't have anything anymore.
It's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the legalization of marijuana fucking ruined the whole town.
Ruined
Wow, that's
Northern
wild.
California.
That's so wild, dude.
Yeah. I mean, and just completely, these people are like, yeah, that's all we did for a long time. I
crazy.
went to prison for it,
Yeah.
and now they've stolen my,
Yeah.
breeds of flower.
I made this whole business on the black market, man, and now I can't
Yeah.
do it.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
It's what it is, man.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, Yeah, it's wild. Fuck, dude. I don't know. I've been into I'm getting back into aliens again, dude. Oh, there's some documentaries coming out right now. There's a massive one that's getting released soon, and it's gonna be fucking wild, dude.
They're
I
all
can't
wild.
fucking wait. I
They're
can't
all
wait.
crazy.
Are you familiar with Dr. Greer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Greer.
CE5?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about him. I don't.
I think it feels like grifting.
It is, I think, because Lou Elizondo, who is the guy that's really the forefront of bringing all this shit out to reality, has no idea who he is. And he's the one that was he was head of Arrow. Lou Elizondo is the guy that's the one making all the congressional hearings happen. And that Stephen Greer guy is he's been saying shit for a long time, and maybe he knows some shit, but it feels very grifty to me.
Yeah.
Because there was a thing going around on TikTok for a long time. It was 72 hours. Stephen Greer's dropping all this crazy shit, this knowledge. And what it was is that he's starting a podcast. You know what I mean? It was it's fucking bullshit, dude. And I'm not saying that he doesn't know shit, but
Yeah.
I don't know that he has anything to do with the actual government side of things.
Right.
Like how Lou Elizondo and all these guys are exposing shit, you know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
is wild, And there was another Rogan podcast that came out with those two Army guys. That was fucking nuts, dude.
I haven't listened to it, man.
Oh, it's nuts,
and we should have touched base on this.
Yeah, I should have.
But it's all, and we've talked about it, and with everything that's going on, it's so hard to, it's just hard to focus on anything like
really
that
is.
because you're just like, what is this now?
Yeah.
Why are we all worried about this if they're sending drones that can lift up cars that are untrackable and fly this fast that China's doing, and they're launching them out of submarines?
Right.
But it's alien technology. Well, where did that alien technology come from? And why are
Right.
those drones can just fly for an hour in the sky? They can pick up the equivalent of an Escalade.
Right.
And they can just fly around and we're not panicked about it.
Yeah. Well, the fascinating,
I mean, it's just so much. It's so.
Dude, there's a new term flying around right now. It's called psionics, right?
Okay.
So this is they're starting to really spill the beans about their remote viewers. And have you seen all that shit? Remote viewing, have you seen that movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats?
Yeah.
That's about remote viewing.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
That is what I thought it was.
they're basically starting to spill a lot of information about this term is getting thrown as psionics, right? Which is basically they're kind of letting us know that these ships that NIH is what they call them, non-human intelligence, non-NHI, whatever. These ships are ran off consciousness. Right, there's no controls. So the guys that were on Rogan the other day were talking about some pretty wild shit, and you're like, what the fuck, man? Because there's this, like I said, psionics is this new term that's getting thrown all around, So they're starting to bleed in the fact that it's these beings are working on a conscious level to run these ships somehow, you know what I mean? And you're like, what the fuck is going on around here? But one of the guys had some wild stories about an actual encounter with a fucking alien that on a base, you know what I mean? You're like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, dude, I honestly, I was listening to an audiobook about a guy named Tom Green, and it's about this Irishman that was part of these crews that went to Antarctica in the 1800s and stuff.
Yeah.
And we as a culture and Goggins included, are a bunch of pussies compared to these guys, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just, this crew towed this 250-pound sled 10 miles a day in Antarctica in December.
Oof.
And did this for, forever. They come across, they're trekking back. Everybody else has died. There's 3 of them left. They're trying to just get back to a certain area so that maybe they can get rescued. Maybe.
Wow.
And they get to this certain point, and the only way is either they have to backtrack that's going to cost them 2 or 3 days, and that's death. If you lose 2 or 3 days, that's it. That's everything. So they get on top of the sled and ride the sled down this giant ice chute. And when he gets down to the bottom of it, the whole bottom part of his pants are just wasted from dragging in the ice.
Yeah.
And so that's how, I mean, I haven't listened to anything but that audio book for the last week.
Yeah.
And it is
Fascinating.
Oh, and just the camaraderie that is built up. Like, they have the guy that's in charge.
Yeah.
And that guy is the last word on everything, and you're not arguing. Nobody's even trying to argue about it.
Right.
It's just the hierarchy of how things work.
Yeah.
But the determination and the will and the strength and the dedication to what these guys are doing, like, they go do it, come back, almost die, half the people die. You know, the guy raises all these dogs and then has to kill all the dogs himself.
Jesus.
So he like raises a pack of dogs and he's got them super well trained, talk about all that. And then they get to a certain point and they're like, well, the dogs ain't really helpful anymore and we're hungry.
Fuck.
So you got to go kill all these dogs that you just raised.
That's wild.
You know, and they don't tell him to do it. He's like, well, if somebody's going to do it, they're my dogs, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, and just that whole has just been crazy, man. Because I saw those two guys, and then there's a couple other ones. There's a couple of them that I've seen that I want to listen to.
Yeah.
But I just was caught up in this book.
That's good, man.
Just
Yeah,
insane, man. Just the determination and the will and strength,
The human
and
spirit
the
is
testament
wild,
of these
dude.
guys.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy lived, I think 70s or 80s or 60s, 70s or 80s. Has a bar that's still in Ireland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's like the South Pole something or other.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
based
That's
off
wild,
of that shit. It's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
I did see something today that I loved.
that?
I don't know if you sent it to me or not, but somebody sent it to me. That is how men hate going to the doctors.
Oh, God.
Did you see that?
No,
one?
I didn't see it. But
So
I
it's
do,
just,
yes.
It's
I
just
feel
how
you.
much we hate going to the doctors and how much we hate talking and how we just don't want to deal with it. So what they did is the guy walked in, and instead of it being a doctor's office, it's a doctor sitting there in a podcast studio.
Oh.
So then the guy goes
tra-
to sit down, and he just immediately is like, hey, so how was your bowel movement today? And the guy's, oh, yeah, my bowel movement was fantastic, man. It's really good. We're doing good, man. You know, and
That's
just
awesome.
starts just sharing stuff. And everybody's like, yeah, hey, all right, you know. And it's just like, you know, yeah. You call it the Rogan syndrome.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it is. My cousin said that Rogan is the Oprah for men.
Oh, yeah.
And 100%
sure.
true,
Yep.
man. And I get that people don't like him for whatever reason, but
Yeah.
the amount of information and the rabbit holes that dude
it's
has
wild,
sent
dude.
me down is just. I do miss the older stuff though.
Yeah.
I miss when it was just wild.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, it's a whole, it's wild, dude. I don't know. Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I think we covered it. We covered tariffs and immigration and fucking aliens.
Pretty much everything.
And,
all the information that you guys need to hear.
Like I said,
direct from the source.
So here's how this is going to work from now on, guys. You guys are going to start paying your fair share around here.
Okay, cool.
So Jay's going to learn how to edit.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Got that, Kenny?
Hey,
We're
man.
gonna teach Jay how to edit.
Bring Biden back.
All right.
Bring Biden back.
Jay's getting half shots from now on. That's fucking it. Right?
Jay's good with that.
Yeah. And I'm entitled to, I'm going to say 25% fucking decrease at the bar. That's
Okay, so that means you're going to
25%.
drink 25%.
no,
less?
I'm going to
'Cause
drink
that'll
the
help
same
my tab
amount,
out.
but I want a 25% discount is what I want. That's how it's going to work now. Unless you want this podcast to end. I'm willing to end this podcast
you've
today
had
if you don't
3
agree with
tabs
these
in the
terms.
last 2 years.
What are you talking about?
I always buy your beers.
You say that every time, but I'm always buying my beers.
Oh boy,
It's rude.
okay.
Yeah. This is the problem. This is the fucking problem.
All right.
Is you are the UN right now, and you haven't been fucking paying. You think you're doing all this shit, but you're not,
well,
right?
okay, all right,
So
man.
that's how it's going to work from now on.
There's
okay?
no
problem.
ledger.
Yeah.
No
and if you're not
problem.
willing to agree to these terms, podcast done today.
Okay, we will.
Today.
All right. All
Today.
right. Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'm in.
Kenny, you got tariffs too. All right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you about them when I make them up in my head.
when he figures it out. Yeah.
Anyway, all right, guys, we love you. We know you're all mad and everyone's upset about things, and it's going to be a rough year, and we feel you. Keep together. Just
Love
keep
you, Billy.
together. Love you.
Love you, Billy.
Oh yeah, we love everybody.
Yeah.
And disagreements are beautiful.
Yes.
Check out our Patreon, dickheads. It would really help.
Yep.
It's $3 a month. You spend that every fucking day, no matter what. $3 a month, you can support us. The merch. Check out the merch. We haven't sold any merch in a while, so
Really?
No, I got to figure it out. I'm gonna
Maybe do some new stuff.
revamp it, maybe a little bit. Yeah,
But new stuff would be nice.
free ways to support: like, subscribe, fucking follow us on YouTube, blah blah blah, all the things. Spotify. Leave a comment. That would be sick. Otherwise, we love you.
Thanks for showing up for my birthday. Love you guys.
Yep. Bye.